Hello, students. It is I, Darth Stein. I find your lack of pizza appalling, and I order you to have pizza tomorrow. On that note, it is May the 4th. May the 4th be with you. Yahaha. Join the rebels. Just kidding. Join the dark side. We have pizza. However, if you do not, you may join the rebels as we are about to draw R2D2. Please follow along at your own pace. Freeze it by using the force. Or you can just hit the pause button. Enjoy.
Okay, guys, let's get this party started. R2D2 is not the easiest thing to draw. However, he is doable if you start with the bigger shapes first. I'm going to make the curve of the top first. The main body is mostly a rectagon, a rectangle with a curvy top. A rectagon, that's a new shape I've just created, a rectagon. I have no idea how many sides it has, you'll have to tell me. Then come straight down and straight down. So that's how you start. Now, I like to start by adding the arm in next. So I start on the left side. I'm going to go up at an angle, curve around, and come back down. Now I'm going to add that 3D part by coming around from the top again to make a second curve, attaching it at an angle, and then going diagonal, diagonal. That gives you that 3D look. And then I'm just going to go down and back up to connect it. Same with this part. Connect it like a 3D part to the bottom, curve it back up, and connect. R2D2 is really a lot of shapes, a lot of rectangles, a lot of ovals, a lot of trapezoids in particular, a lot of squares, circles, long sausage shapes. You really just have to follow one shape at a time. I'm adding a circle and then a rectangle. I'm adding a small trapezoid, and then I'm finishing up his arm with one more rectangle. And that gives me R2D2's arm. Then I'm going to connect like this before I forget to. I'm going to take this line and connect it all the way across with a straight line. And I'll do some of the easier parts before we finish with the hard part again. I'm going to go up here and draw a straight line, overlap, which means go behind his arm, come back out the other side, and then go straight down. I wobbled a little bit, but you want to keep it as straight as you can. Same if here, straight, hop, straight across. Another straight line here. So you're kind of breaking him up into compartments. Here, I'm going to add kind of what looks like a door. 2 lines, and then I'm going to put a square or a box in the middle right here and right here. Looks a bit like a door. On the right hand side in this box, I'm going to make very skinny ovals, kind of like sausages or baseball bats. Those will be colored in blue later, as you can see. I won 3 of those. Mine kind of connected a bit by mistake, but that's okay. You can see on this one how to do it just right. Take your time. I'm going to add a square that touches the side of R2D2. a rectangle, an oval, another rectangle, and a circle. So just shapes. And then I'm going to make 2 straight lines so I can fill it in blue like I did on this one. See? I finish up on top. I start at the very top. I come down and connect to the right-hand side. Overlap about a half of a circle, so a semicircle, because it looks like he's 3D or curving. And I gave him a couple of little bolts. You know, little circles, look like he was welded together. I'm going to give him kind of what looks like a little eye over here, which is really part of his other arm on the other side of him. And you'll be able to color this part just by following this. At the end of the lesson, you should freeze or pause the video so you can look at the colors. It's just gray, blue, black, and 1 spot red. Mostly gray and blue. And obviously white where you want to leave it white. Now here comes the hard part, making these legs. I'm going to start at the bottom of his arm, diagonal going down, diagonal going back up, and I'm turning this into a trapezoid. Diagonal, 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 and then connect each line from here to here straight, from here to here straight. You end up with a trapezoid. Straight line, semicircle, straight line. Add a little rectangle in here, and you've got his leg. Now to connect it to his body, I'm just going to make a curvy line that goes from his leg to his body. Same with here. And now it's connected, just like on this one. Now to make the other leg, I'm going to go to the bottom right corner of R2D2's body, diagonal in, and then connect like this. Now he's connected again. And then I'm going to be a little bit creative because there's no easy way to do this. So see where these 2 shapes meet, this corner spot? I'm going to draw a line diagonal from there. Another line diagonal a little bit farther so I can make an angle. Connect. Take this bottom right corner, diagonal up, diagonal up, diagonal in. So there's really no shape, it's just following one line at a time. A lot of diagonal lines to make these angles. Make an oval, but cut it off up here like it disappears or overlaps. And finish up with another square or rectangle. And you've made R2D2. Then again, you just have to color him. So, there you go. So when you get a chance, pause the video so you can see all the colors and take your time. You can add a background, be creative. He could be traveling somewhere. He could be outdoors. Maybe there's a whole pile of rocks on the ground. Again, it's entirely up to you what kind of background you make. Maybe he's traveling over some rocks. Maybe there's a building in the background. Or maybe you see a Star Destroyer or a TIE Fighter. It's really up to you what you want to do. So I'll leave it up to you to be creative. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Take your time on it. This one is not easy. I'd expect mostly the older students to be working on this one. 4th and 5th and 6th grade mainly. However, younger students, please don't hesitate to try.
Again, according to Yoda, it's do or do not. There is no try. Please enjoy the video.